let me begin firstly by expressing our gratitude as a family for the generosity of spirit to allow us to be here today and among you and sharing this worship, especially to the rector of this parish together with the leadership for inviting me to be here today. And we give thanks to God and are humbled by your generosity of heart. So in South Africa, before the preacher preaches, we normally do something that we call the start up. You know, when you start a car, you don't start and go, isn't it? You start the car, you leave it for a minute to idle, and then you drive the car. And a preacher normally has to have a startup song or a startup chorus, you know, to be able to preach. But I want to sing a very difficult one for you. I want us to sing a one that you know. In thee, O Lord, I put my trust, just to give the theme of today's sermon. In thee, O Lord, I put my trust. 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 We would sing it in Zulu. We say, don't blame it on the Spirit. For the past couple of weeks, we've been reflecting on Jesus as the bread of life, and Jesus as the source of eternal life, as we reflect on the bread. But we've also been reflecting on Jesus as the means of abundant life. And he continues today as well, still in the synagogue in Cathedral, continues with the theme of sharing himself as the bread of life. But the story today, if you listen carefully, take a very sharp turn and take a very sharp twist. He begins, of course, by still saying, I am the bread of life, and whoever comes to me will have eternal life. But the twist happens in the middle of the conversation, when the disciples began to say, it is too difficult what you are telling us. And of course, there's an unpleasant exchange between Jesus and the disciples, until the disciples themselves get offended. And the disciples in this first instance, it's not the 12 yet, it's the larger disciples. Are you with me? So there were two sets of disciples. So the larger set of disciples begin to be offended by what Jesus is saying. And Jesus begins to confront them and tells them that the problem with you is that you've got unbelief, you do not believe. But anyway, if you cannot swallow my message, if you cannot swallow what I am teaching, you are free to leave. Jesus took chances, eh? Imagine if a priest stood here and said, you are free to leave, and everybody stands and go. He really took chances. And he begins to say, if you can't take my teaching, you are free to leave. And they indeed stand and begin to desert him. And he turns the question to his own disciples and he says, do you also want to live? But the twist of the story for me is when he says, I know that among you someone is going to betray me. And that immediately for me tells the story, and therefore brings very well the context of the epistle that we've just read. Do you also wish to go? When Peter responds, Lord, to whom can we turn to? You are the Holy One of God. You have words of eternal life. And for me, it is within this context that we need to begin to understand the epistle that we've just read today. And of course, Paul in this context gives an advice to us as the disciples of today. One, that he wants us to know that it is important that if we have to serve God, we understand the environment we serve God in. Because otherwise, if you don't understand the environment, you are going to miss the point. And Paul's point, and for me somehow Jesus' point, is that we need to know that as children of God, we serve in a very hostile and aggressive environment. We do not serve in a pleasant environment. And that is why Paul begins to say, you must understand that our struggle is beyond your imagination. Our struggle is beyond what you can see. Our struggle as children of God is bigger than we can ever imagine. It is the struggle against the rulers and authorities, but most importantly, it is the struggle with the cosmic powers of darkness. So the biggest struggle we have is the evil among us, is the evil in our world. And Paul emphasizes this point, that if you don't get this right, you are not going to be able to serve God adequately. And therefore we need to understand that evil in our life journeys, in our spiritual journeys, come in many ways. So in other words, do not just serve God blindly. Do not just come and say, hallelujah, I follow Jesus blindly. Understand that once you say yes to Christ, you have actually put yourself in the center of attack. Once you say, yes, Lord, I want to follow you, you are actually bringing for you the cosmic powers of evil to follow you and attack you. And before you say yes to Christ, they leave you alone. They'll never follow you. But once you say yes, Christ, evil follows you. And evil in our lives comes in many ways. It comes to people we interact with. It comes through situations and experiences. It comes through the voices we hear at times. It comes even through the organizations and institutions that are actually there. You know, South Africa and apartheid is an example in point where an institution can systematically and strategically perpetuate evil and continue to perpetuate it. It comes through our fellow believers at times, even through the church. That is why Paul's point to us is saying, keep alert. And that is why Paul is saying, you cannot sleep. We work in a different environment. He therefore calls us, and says to us, if this is the environment, if you are to survive as a disciple of Christ, if you are to survive as a disciple of God and a child of God, you need to be appropriately formed. You need to be adequately equipped to be able to deal. You see, one thing I like about Paul, he doesn't say run away from evil. No. He says, no. You must face evil head on. But before you face it, just make sure of one thing, that you are adequately equipped in order to be able to face evil. In other words, he says, you must be adequately dressed. You must be adequately, equipped and dressed. You see, if you are a firefighter, you can't wear a suit and go and fight the fire, can you? Or a costume, can you? And if you are a police, you can't just wear anything without a life vest and go in a criminal space and go and fight. So that's the point Paul is saying to us. We are in a hostile and a very aggressive environment. Therefore, be ready at all times to face the dangers of our time. But he says the first thing I require of you, be strong. Because the fires are going to be very, very, very hot. So what I'm asking you, be strong. Be a child of God who is strong. Which means, in other words, have no fear. Because the one in you is greater than the one who is fighting you. So in other words, have no fear with these little evils that you see, because the God in you is more powerful. So in other words, begin to understand you are not alone. Because God, Emmanuel, God is with you. And therefore he says, put on the whole armor of God. And he says two different things. Firstly, he says, put on the whole armor of God, which means dress appropriately, dress accordingly for the battle that are here. And then he says again differently, take up. So you not only dress, but you take up the armor of God. So you are surrounded by God's presence at all times. And so that you may withstand all the dangers and the evil you face in the world. And my brothers and sisters, we live in very difficult times. We live in very tough times, where for some reason or another, evil seems to be a lot of evil in our world. And you know what? God is not worried. You know why God is not worried? You know why? Because you are here. God is not worried because you are here. Because God has put you on this earth to be God's ambassador. God has put you and me on this earth to be the ones who are the soldiers of today, to defend the children of God, to defend the people of God against any form of evil. And therefore God is saying to you and I today, we must become the soldiers of the cross, the soldiers that build, the soldiers that protect, the soldiers that represent God in the world that we live in. In other words, through you and I, the world must see hope. Are we together? Are you with me? Through you and I, the world must see hope. Yes, they will see pain, but when they turn their faces and see us as the disciple of Christ, they must just see the word hope and victory. Because in God, there is hope and victory. And so one of the things, therefore, he says to us, trust in God through Jesus Christ. When we face all this evil, let us have our faith and trust in God. And when we have our faith and trust in God, we will stand firm. We will not be shaken. Even by those who think they are powerful. You know them, those who think they are powerful. Those who talk a lot on TV, those who threaten people on TV, those who tell us they have power and we are nothing. So Paul says to us, we must stand firm in the Lord. We must not be shaken. In other words, we must be rooted in God. You see, when you are rooted in God, no amount of storm can bring you down. Whatever storm that is in your life journey, whatever storm that you are facing currently in your life journey, put your faith in God and say, God, journey with me. God, walk with me. In other words, one of the things we are called to become is the people of the truth. We must be filled with truthfulness. That's why he says, fasten the belt of truth. Because what we need in our world today is people who stand and defend the truth. Because it seems money has become in our world the new form of truth. Those who have money dictate what truth looks like. But we, as the disciples of Christ, must stand firm for the truth and who God is. And also, you must put the breastplate of righteousness. How I long for a righteous church. How I long for righteous leaders in our world, political, church leaders, and in all forms of society. And if we had righteous children of God, there would be less suffering in the world we live in. But what pains me more in this time we live in is how can it be? How can it be in our world with so many Christians, with so many people who profess their faith in God, with so many churches at every corner of the street? How can it be that our world is still filled with so much evil? That our world is still filled with so much pain? And the call for you and I today, stand up. Stand up. We can't hide anymore. We can't sleep anymore. We need to stand up and be visible for Christ. So in other words, we need to be those who can be trusted and who are trustworthy by God. We are called to be those who are faithful. So we are called to faithfulness. Put on the shield of faith. We are called to be those who are obedient to God, those who are dependent on the power of God, those who are wholeheartedly been driven by the power of God. Put on the helmet of salvation, he says. In other words, put on the crown of thorns. Remember, when Jesus came to the cross, they put a crown of thorns and they think they're belittling him. And symbolically, they're saying this is the King of Kings. In other words, even when it is painful, even when you are about to lose heart, put on the helmet of salvation, which is a helmet of victory, which is a helmet of perseverance. Hold on. Don't let go. Don't lose heart. Keep going until you achieve your victory. And what is very sad in our life journeys, many of us endure, and just when you are about to break through and you give up and you let go, and you realize you're just a mile away. So put on the crown of victory, but most importantly, the sword of the Spirit. We are called to be people who are rooted in the Word of God. We're called to be people who are sold in the Scriptures of God as the foundation of it all. But finally, and most importantly, Paul says to us, never stop praying. Even when it is tough, it is even when at times you are angry with God, even though at times, there are those times in your life, Jerry, you feel, man, I've prayed, it's enough, nothing is happening. Paul says to us, don't lose heart. Soak yourself in prayers and keep praying until a breakthrough. And we know in our own country experience, we kept on praying even though we had lost hope, but we kept on praying. And when 1994 came, we called it a miracle. It was not a miracle. We've been praying for years, our ancestors and before us. It was the fruit of faithfulness and the fruit of righteousness and the fruit of prayer. No miracle. So as we face the pain in our world today, at times it overwhelms us. At times it looks too big. But you know what? God trusts you. God has faith in you and I. Stand up, have faith in God, and let's go and bring hope to this world. Amen.
Amen.